Out of 980 horses means that Mojo won almost $20,000 this weekend.
Fallon Taylor,
little lady with a great challenge in front of her. This is Flo.
Baby Flo. She wins the world championship. And the winner's circle for that cowgirl.
Fallon Taylor will win.
She's riding a new horse, Oliver Champion Flo.
One of the babies for Baby Flo.
Low to the Flo.
Hush money.
Hush money.
What's up, Flomies? Welcome back to my channel. You guys, this is a busy week of both rodeos and the Pink Buckle race in Guthrie. I'm so excited now. Hopefully you're all caught up on the vlogs and you know that I'm going to be making some horse switches a little bit. If you haven't, make sure to go back and check out those vlogs so you can see exactly what happened. But we're going to head to some pro rodeos this week. We're going to go to Stephenville, we're going to go to Rosenberg, and we're going to go to Hempstead. None of these, Stephenville's close, but Rosenberg and Hempstead are pretty far away, like 4 or 5 hours away. So we're gonna go make the absolute most of it. Now I'm gonna go to Stephenville first, and I'm gonna be riding Roman. Now Roman, if you've heard about in the other vlogs, is such a cool horse. I'm so excited about running him. The reason I made the decision to run him was that we're kind of at an impasse. I'm hauling without Cody, so it's just Poppy, Brand, Alex, and myself going, and I was like, why not experiment? It's the end of the season. End of September marks the end of the 2022 pro rodeo season, so why not do something a little bit different? So I went ahead and hauled Roman. The only problem is, as I was on my way, Interstate 35 shut down in Fort Worth. And the thing about Fort Worth is that Interstate 35 is always going to be shut down. If you're not from here and you're coming here for any reason, just know that Interstate 35 does not care about you, your feelings, or your schedule. She's toxic. She's coming for you, okay? She's working on her no matter who it inconveniences. So I-35 is always a problem. And I factored that in even and left an hour and a half earlier than I thought I should. Let me just tell you that when I pulled up, I was literally, they were dragging for my drag and I was second out in that drag. So thank goodness for our friend at the rodeo. She's an ally, Stephanie Fryer. I'm so grateful for her. Her and her mom helped me get saddled while Poppy and Alex watched Brand, and we threw a saddle on and got him down there, even had enough time to lope around a little bit. Stephanie even ran and grabbed my splint boots and bell boots out of the trailer because I didn't think I had time to put them on, and she even put those on in the warm-up pen for no other reason other than just being really, really nice. And for that, I'm super grateful. So check out this run with Roman and I. I will say this is the best run I've made on Roman thus far. I'm so excited about this run. I won my first check on him a couple of weeks ago, so now I felt comfortable enough to haul him to a rodeo and do him justice. Obviously his previous owner that I sold him to, I raised him and then sold him to a girl in California, and she just did so incredibly well on him. So doing justice to him just really, really matters, and I thought I rode him really nice even though I had 2 seconds to warm up and get ready, so I'm really excited. Shout out to Stephanie for the loss of her amazing horse Romeo. The next day after that rodeo, I got a really sad text that she unfortunately lost Romeo, which is her horse that she was 16th in the world on and top 50 in the world this year. So many wins, you couldn't even count them, and it was just came too soon, and it was completely out of nowhere. And my heart goes out to Stephanie and her family, and I know what this feels like to lose a great one, and we all will lose our great ones at some point. They don't live forever, so my heart goes out to you, Stephanie, and thank you for always being so kind and gracious to both Cody and I and my entire family. All right, next we're gonna go to Hempstead, Texas. And listen, this isn't the theme of the vlog, but I'm like almost about to miss my run. And the reason that I'm not filming anything is because I'm legitimately about to miss my run. We get there and Hempstead is so lit that the whole road is blocked off for like over 6 or 7 miles. And so we can't get into the rodeo. We're literally there and more events are going, and we literally cannot get into the parking. So after a long time, we finally got into the parking lot with a little bit of time to spare. I had about 15 minutes. Hempstead was really cool. We met a really cool family. JC and her husband Shelby that work, JC works the booth in Vegas. Shout out to her. We met her in the parking lot and she was like, go this way, go that way, you got it. We had plenty of time. So I'm gonna run Lolo. This is a really crazy perf though. I'm sitting in the back. There's already been an NFR qualifier whose horse like ducked out from underneath her, and then the girl right before me broadside. So that's gonna lead up to this Hempstead run. Let's go.
How many of you remember a great horse in a barrel racing by the name of Baby Flo? You remember Baby Flo? You remember a world champion by the name of Fallon Taylor? She is back and she is riding the next generation of Baby Flo. That's right. Raised some amazing colts off that wonderful horse, and she is back in competition. Fallon Taylor, Dallas, Texas, former champ of the world. Come on, let's help her.
Okay, I went for it because Hempstead is a Houston qualifier and I want nothing more than to get back to Rodeo Houston. I think Lolo would absolutely love it. To be honest, even T-Wagon would really love running at Rodeo Houston. So I'm trying my hardest at these rodeos to get the W. I didn't, but we're gonna move on to the next one because Rosenberg is also a Rodeo Houston qualifier. What I'm excited about in this run, although I was just out of placing, this was a horrible perf with like the craziest circumstances ever. And Lola went in there and worked like she's been doing this for a decade. So I'm really proud of her. She is just the quiet, silent killer. Like she is absolutely amazing. She goes in there and does her job and does it so effortlessly. I'm so proud of her. So our whole gang is starting to be finished. If you guys have followed for a long time, you know, these were just colts and we all took on our own colts. Cody took on Mojo, I took on Lolo and Flowbot, and then we went out and set to make rodeo horses, and we've each set arena records, numerous 1D wins, rodeo earnings out the wazoo, Derby championships, American qualifications these horses have done. Just been really amazing, and we're so proud of them. So that being said, I'm gonna take Lolo to one more Rodeo Houston qualifier, the Pro Rodeo down in Rosenberg, Texas.
Yeah.
I love that she's so quiet walking in the arena. Again, this was a really tough rodeo just outside of placing, and that's just how it goes because she made a fabulous run and I'm so proud of her. The bright side of this little rainbow story that I've told within this vlog is that not only that, but Stephanie Fryer, who helped me at Stephenville, that lost her horse, rode her other horse at Rosenberg and got the W and got the qualification to Houston. So I know she had a really special run there. Okay, it is time for us to load up and go to the Pink Buckle. Now I'm feeling some type of way about the Pink Buckle because this was a Cody only event. We only have one horse that's Pink Buckle. When Flowbot, Lolo, and Hush Money were born, it was a really odd time where we didn't really know what the Pink and Ruby Buckle was. And I had picked stallions not based on incentives, but based on the fact that I just really liked them. So Blazin' Jetalina, Traffic Guy, and Slick by Design. Now the incentives came along and I just really didn't see the need to pay them up at that time because it just really wasn't that important to me. Then when I went to pay them up, it was gonna be like almost 10 grand. So I just didn't pay him up. However, Mojo, when he came along, we kept him paid up into everything because Traffic Guy was an incentive horse later on in life. So we knew a little bit more about them where you could do that, like pay them up no matter how old your colt is. And so Traffic Guy, Mojo kind of slipped through the cracks of that, which was really cool. So Cody entered this event, but now we've done a rider change to me since she's injured, and I'm gonna ride Mojo, and I'm feeling all kinds of pressure. Cody makes Mojo look really amazing, and I think that the the impression on the internet is that because everybody has watched Cody run for the last 3 years and learn from absolute zero to fill her permit and place at numerous countless pro rodeos, that Mojo is a really simple horse to ride. I, as one of her besties and behind the scenes, and as a person that watches all the stuff that YouTube doesn't see, know that he's not quite so easy to ride as everybody thinks he is. She just makes him look good, and that is the mark of a really great horseman. Think Ashley Schaefer, think Joy Wargo, think Sherry Servey, think all of your favorite, Lisa Lockhart. I could go on and on, but your riders that make it look effortless are really so technical and putting their horses in a really amazing place. So huge shout out to Cody. I'm going to try to do her justice here at the Pink Buckle. We're running at a lot of money, $3.3 million. I would like to just get a little piece of that pie because a portion of that goes to the breeder, which is Poppy and Nene. Nene obviously passed, so Poppy gets to be there and be the breeder. Cody's going with us. If she didn't go with us, I definitely wasn't going to go. So she's in the stands cheering me on, feeling the pressure, but I'm not going to let everybody down. Here's my first run at the Pink Buckle. And by the way, I'd like to add that Cody sent me just a haha funny text of like, don't forget, I ran a 17.3 last year, so you need to run a 17.3. And as someone who's 50 pounds heavier than Cody, I was like, OMG. And it was just a haha funny, but I did envision and try to mentally practice and visualize that I would be able to hit that 17.3 mark. So here we go.
Flow, 2014 Bay Gelding. Fallon Taylor, Collinsville, Texas, owns and rides. Collinsville, Texas, the breeder. Owner, rider, incentive, traffic guy, decider. Flows, knickknacks, and down who's by Dr. Nick Barr, who made Baby Flow, by the way, the world champion hers. Also Martha of Lindsay's, two-time world champion. And Willie Nick Barr, 17-3-10-17-3-1.
All right, a 17.31. I'm really, really proud of this. But the bigger thing is I'm set up for a really great average run, and that's where it pays the most. So that 17.31 earned me $3,400, and I think Poppy got like 400 of that-ish. So now it's time for round 2, where I need to run another 17.3 to be able to get a big chunk of that $3.3 million.
Written and owned by Fallon Taylor, the champion of the world of Collinsville, Texas. 17-3-1-0 in round number 1. Fallon's also in the owner-rider incentive. Traffic guys, a sire. Flows, knick-knack, who's by that world champion producer, Dr. Nick Barr. Taylor, Baby Flow. 17-3-55-173-55.
Okay, round 2, I got by my first. I picked up too heavy at the third. I did all sorts of things, but I hurried a lot, and I was a 17.35. That put me third in the 2D average out of 918 horses. 980 horses, third in the 2D average. I am so grateful not only to Cody for being generous enough to not just be like, if I can't run, nobody can run. 2, I get that it's my horse, but that's just not how we're set up around here. If you feel like this is an odd setup, then I have a podcast called Friendship Funerals you need to go listen to. Just search Fallon Taylor. So many things into this. One, Mojo feels great, and to ride behind somebody is such a tricky thing because if somebody is doing stuff that you don't do, you can't hardly ride behind them. So really exciting that I was able to ride behind Cody. It's just a testament to how much she is doing correctly, and also my second run just kind of shows that it's a little bit trickier than it looks when he's your everyday horse. So okay, so third in the 2D average out of 980 horses means that Mojo won almost $20,000 this weekend. I am so proud. I literally have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. This is the breakthrough we've been wanting to have. This is the whole point of the breeding program right now, are these incentive events and having friends that can run them so that we can all enjoy this. So this was just so cool. It's a very full circle moment. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me on Mojo. Of course, Cody will be back on Mojo full time as soon as she is healed. I will keep him tuned and legged up for when that moment comes. and I can't wait for you guys to see all the progress. That being said, I have on Facebook sold 4 of my foals out of our breeding program that are bred really similar, and now people are starting to figure out that I have to sell some of these 50 horses. So if you're looking for prospects, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, etc., I have just a couple more that I'm going to sell this season. So make sure to stay tuned on my Instagram, on my Facebook, all the things. You guys, as always, I hope that you're subscribed and you ding that notification bell so you can be the first one to see our next adventure. And don't forget to count your blessings, drink your protein, and say thank you to Jesus. See you next time.